Introduction. I really didn't like her. Hello and thank you, everyone for coming. Okay.
Numerous men leaped up to your aid by the way.
Everyone of you for coming. I want to thank, first of all, Maggie Johnson, the senior librarian, for making the first open slot available for us from their filled up schedule of events. Maggie has been very supportive and obliging all the way, and the staff was just wonderful. Frida Farah, the adult librarian, made the flyers and has been so accommodating and arranging everything. My deep gratitude goes to all of them. Also, my special thanks to my grandson Michael and his bandsmate, Chris and Dan, for their music. Brendan, Mariano, and Sarah, when I asked them to join me, excuse me, without hesitation said, yes. How lucky can one get? Now, before I begin to inundate you with my poetry, I would like to share with you a couple of quotes that I'm never tired to repeat. And eventually I may even memorize them. And one is by Socrates, who said, I decided it wasn't wisdom that enabled poets to write their poetry, but a kind of instinct or inspiration, such as you find in seers and prophets, who deliver all their sublime messages without knowing in the least what they mean. And the other one is from Encyclopedia Britannica, 1974 edition.
You want some water, Dad? You want some water?
She has.
It's okay. Poetry is the way it is because it looks that way. And it looks that way because it sounds that way, and vice versa. One of my favorite definitions of poetry, and you know, all of you know it, by William Wordsworth, who said, poetry is emotion recollected in tranquility. And I would like to give one of my own versions. A poem in Chinese is called a temple of words. A temple high on a mountain of chosen colors, hues, forms, looking up to heavens. A temple to shelter, to comfort, to heal. A sacred place of rest, where a soul can pray with holy words. A serene world I enter with reverence. And the next one is from my first book. I don't have it here. A letter from the past. I hold your letter in my hand, its content full of love for me. That was so many years ago, yet it is so close to me. Idealism of our youth, the rosy spectacles we wore, our hopes, our future, our dreams, our love to last forevermore. The world was ours. Our days were bright. The flowers bowed when we embraced. The leaves in trees rustled when we kissed. That was so many years ago. Our path diverted. As snow in early spring, our love had melted in its course, and leather drowned our Kantian thoughts. I hold your letter in my hand. It turned up among the papers in my desk. I cannot leave the fiery, searing words, so personal, so full of fervent love. I strike a match, the burned up edges turning black. A tiny pile of gray ashes is all that's left of our hopes, desires, passion. But in my heart, a nagging feeling, a tender pain remains, with memories of our golden days to last forevermore. And another one from the first book, and I suppose it's his tragic fate that influenced this poem, and it's Vincent van Gogh. Behind dazzling colors of sunlit fields, the sunflowers, vibrant yellows, delicate pinks of an almond tree blossom, a desperate life of the genius who yearned for the absolute, yet etched in the corporeal world and suffered the sorrows of the universe. The passion and anguish of his soul on the canvas, the inner flame, a forest fire that consumed him. The frantic violence of his paintbrush spread out becomes tragic. The vast fields of wheat now under troubled skies, ominous dark blues, extreme loneliness, not a painted soul. The severed earlobe, a bleeding comma before the final period. And I couldn't resist including one of my dog's poems, because I love dogs, especially the ones that I definitely believe I must have been in Saint Bernard in my reincarnation. Left behind. All vacationers are gone. I cannot find a single bone. The fall is here, it rains blindfold, the ocean roars, the sand is cold. Tree trunks and bushes washed by rain, I search for friendly scents in vain. All doors are closed, and I am wet. I have not seen the friends I met when skies were blue and sun aloft, the ocean calm, the sand was hot. With autumn here, the wind is fierce. My stomach is an empty hearse. I tremble like a blown-off leaf and prove Pavlovian belief. I dream of single family to stay, whom I would love and never stray, to play with children and be fed and sleep in their nearby shed. The world is cruel. I see no chance as my declining years advance. I feel unwanted and forlorn to wait out another winter storm. The rain stopped, clouds gliding on, the moon plays peekaboo with me. I stand on someone's porch alone and bark and howl at the moon. The next one I think is from the last book.